Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is a tip on removing the radiator from an older Mercedes, probably from the diesel to the gas. When you remove the radiator, you want to replace the radiator, you got to remove it as a unit with the oil cooler. The first thing you should do is drain the coolant on the top of the radiator hose and then remove the bottom radiator hose. And the thing that you should do after that is make sure you have a pan underneath like that one to catch all the coolant. And then there's two 17 millimeter nut that it comes from the transmission towards the. Let me show you right here. That's the whole radiator with the oil cooler. All right. You got to remove this nut that goes over here. It's a 70 millimeter. Two of them right there. One, two. All right. There's two of them. And then remove the two hoses that connects to the oil cooler. This is the oil cooler right here. Right there. I just covered it. All right. This is the oil cooler. There's two big hoses that goes in and goes out on that one. See, one on the bottom, one on the top. And when you remove that, there's two bolts that's sticking out right here. There's a nut, a 10 millimeter nut right there. One, two. And this is the bolt that holds the oil cooler to the radiator. There's no way that you can pull the radiator just by itself or the oil cooler by itself, because this is stuck underneath this bolt right here. So you gotta remove this whole unit as an assembly. All right, you can't remove just the oil cooler because it's bolted on, and there's no way of getting this bolt out because there's no room in there. So you gotta pull this whole radiator unit out. Let me see. You gotta pull it out as a unit like that. Okay. I removed it as a unit like that. All right, right there. And there's just a rubber thing on the side there. There's no other bolt that holds the radiator. All right. There's two rubber. See this rubber piece? I ordered it at Pelican already. It's like a muffler rubber. It's done already, so I ordered. This is the only thing that holds the radiator. Two of them. One on the left and one by the oil cooler right there. See right there, this gap right here, right there. All right. And one more thing, before removing the nut on this, make sure you have PB blasters. All right. I soaked it for like a couple of days. You don't want to ruin the banjo. I don't know if you call it a banjo nut for the transmission cooler, and also this one for the oil cooler. All right. And when you remove the water pump, this is the water pump that I cleaned up already. Make sure you replace this hidden hose. See right here? This hose is hidden, especially if you have see this small hose that connects to the water pump towards the engine. If you have this, let me show you. This type of air conditioning, you have to remove it. It's called the bracket, the big bracket that holds this, or else there's no way. Let me show you the bracket. There's no way you can replace the water pump without removing this bracket. Let me show you. See that big bracket right there? This holds the pulley right there that goes like that. This is the pulley for the air conditioning. All right, the tensioner for the air conditioning. You got to remove this big bracket that holds the air conditioning. If you have that air conditioning that I showed you, I don't know if it's a York brand air conditioning, the square brand. So that's a whole bracket just to change. Let me show you again. This is the water pump assembly. Let me show you the old water pump. This is the old water pump. All right. Make sure you soak all these bolts. This is the new bolts now. I'm gonna replacing all the bolts. Make sure you soak all of them before removing it, because you break the bolt. This assembly right here, you can find on eBay. It's like $150. All right. So make sure you soak all these bolts and replace them when you're gonna put a new water pump in. See, that's my new water pump right there. And make sure you replace that hose. All right, that hose is like I think it's $20. All right, it's available. It's a bent hose. It's a special hose, so you can't just put a straight hose in it and cut it. It's a bent hose. See, I marked it how I took off the other one, so I could put it back the same way. This is a newer one. The old one, I don't know if I still have it. I put it somewhere. Probably I don't have it anymore. Oh, it's gone. Probably it's not there anymore. But make sure you soak all these bolts. All right. And this is the old water pump. It's noisy already and leaking on the bottom. So I'm gonna put a new water pump. And those are the tips I can provide for you. And make sure when you remove the radiator on the older Mercedes, you're gonna have a hard time or you won't be able to do it if you just want to pull out the radiator. You have to pull this whole unit. See, this whole unit comes together, and once it's off, you can remove the bolt I showed you earlier. All right, that's the whole unit that comes off. Here's my new radiator that I ordered online. And again, that's my tip for you. All right, that's the whole radiator unit. Thank you again. Subscribe to my channel, and thank you.